what you're saying, but I love you. I love you, baby girl. Konnichiwa. Konnichiwa, arigato. Date bayo. Yeah, I have to go back to work in a second. Yeah. Yo trabajo en el sol, en el verano. Trabajo bien. Hombre, llega el sol con su puta madre. Quema, güey. El sol. The sun burns. But not like you, baby. You're hot as shit, motherfucker, girl. Baby girl. No papers. No, nothing. Just good, yes. Yes, porque nadie habla, hijos de su puta madre. ¿Ya las dejé sin palabras o qué? Oh, yeah, Asian. Me gustan las chinitas. Very good. Date bayo. Oh, Sasuke, no. Oh, ramen. Uy, me love ramen, me mama el ramen.
ช่วงนี้เหงาอยากโดนเหล่าอ่ะ bro
¿Sale o no sale? La foto ya salió.
And boom, monkeys, welcome back to the Crypto Boogie channel, man. As you guys can see, man, I am not in town where I'm usually at. I'm on the other side of the world, man. I am in Tokyo, hence why it's called Tokyo Satoshi Stream, cats. How you monkeys been? I know I've been away a little while. I've been working a lot of overtime, man, to get that fucking BTC once it breaks past that 200-week moving average. And then I decided to take a little vacation, come out to Japan. Some of my homies out here are telling me, dude, you need to come now. Right now is the best time to be here. Now, do me a favor, monkeys. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. This is the first time testing out this computer camera that I just added to my laptop. So I wanted to see what I sounded like, cats. I wanted to see if the mic was good enough. In the meantime, I will acknowledge the people in the chat, man. Marcus 72, ¿Qué pasó, amigo? If it's not your first, you're last. If you're not first, you're last. Shake and bake, baby. Hey, I'm glad to have you here, man. Shout out to you, man. I think this is the first time you've ever been the first guy in the chat, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stimmy checks equals BTC. What's going on, dog? How you doing, man? We got Moonpill Rational Optics. What's going on, homie? Hope you're doing good, man. Crypto Toad, good morning, Boogie and cats. Well, for me, it's evening, and I know for you cats, it's the morning. You know what I'm saying? Now, if you cats don't know, I noticed that some of you guys were not here in 2021. Charlie used to do this show every morning, but because he was over here in Tokyo, to him it was in the evening. I mean, it was the evening here, and it was the morning in Texas. And he always had freaking Tokyo Tower in the back, dude. So it's kind of like a fucking little Easter egg to his fucking prior shows and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? That's though we need to cause a distraction, guy. Let's see. It's been a minute. Let's get it. Yes, man. Boomstick, you are correct, man. It has been a minute. I've been off stream for about 3 weeks now, give or take. And I was like, dude, I'm not gonna stream when I'm in Tokyo. So I was like, dude, as soon as I get over there, may as well get my computer, get everything squared away, and do a stream here for you cats, man. You know what I'm saying? And besides, if anything, you cats should be working some overtime or trying to make that extra bank so we could catch the lows on the next fucking crypto dip. Moonpool Rational Optics, thumbs up to you, man. And I got a bunch of 1s in the chat, man. I am glad that you monkeys can hear me loud and clear, bro. Loud and clear. First week when I was here in Tokyo, man, dude, it was difficult. It wasn't difficult, but getting to know how to get around, that was a trip. And I also had concerns, man. I was like, dude, right now would be the perfect time, man, for China to hit Taiwan. And I was like, dude, what the heck? If that shit happens, dude, that would fucking end up sucking some balls. You know what I'm saying? Screw that shit. And of course, everything keeps escalating in the Middle East with Iran. Hence why we have a fucking CPA, a fucking headline CPI fucking inflation spike, man, of what, 3.3. Last time we had it fucking lower than that in February was at what, 2.4, and then in March it kicked up to 3.3 because of fucking all the oil shit that's going on. Let's see. Test. There you go. Yeah, I remember that, man. Fucking Charlie always had this fucking where are the sirens in the background? Yeah, dude, I remember that shit. Oh, as I was saying, man, first week I got here to Tokyo, bro, dude, it was a bitch figuring everything out, man. You know what I'm saying, but I mean, I think the most difficult thing was finding a boxing gym, dude. That was the most difficult thing, getting a hold of getting a local boxing gym, bro, in Japan, because I mean I want to try a different style, and I mean in Texas, bro, it's mostly Mexicanos and shit like that, so it's straight up Mexican style. So I came up to this boxing gym over here, man, and dude, yeah, it's very different, man. It's very very different, bro. They're a lot bouncier on their feet when it comes to sparring and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? How the ladies treating me? They're actually treating me pretty well, bro. Dude, oh my gosh, bro. There's some real pretty fucking Japanese girls out here, bro. Real pretty ones. You know what I'm saying? You living out there or just visiting? Yeah, for the time being, I'm visiting, bro. I'm visiting for the time being. I checked out Vietnam. I really liked Vietnam. Of course, I've been to Mexico. Bogota, Colombia was off the chain, man. I was out there with fucking BLX, man. I was hanging out with him out there. Fucking, and then I mean, of course, my other homies are like, dude, you got to come to Thailand, bro. You got to come check out Thailand. I'm like, I don't know, man. Thailand's a little bit too degenerate for me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Too much fun. Too much fun, dog. And I don't know if I want to do Thailand, bro. And I've heard that the fucking prices of fucking residential living has gone up significantly because of all the expats that are out there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm considering, and I decided to come to Japan as well. Now, everybody says that Japan's super duper expensive. I wouldn't say so. It's not that expensive. For example, given him, you take the US dollar to Mexico, you try to buy some fucking items in Mexico, and what you get, what, 3 times the buying power, and you get some of these fucking Mexican lollipops and shit like that. So your US dollar can get you about 3 times the amount. You go to Colombia, you get about what, maybe 5 or 6 times the amount on the US dollar, ballparking it, give or take. Vietnam, somewhere around 8 to 12x, bro, on the US dollar. Now, you come here to Japan, bro, it is a first world country, of course, man. You know what I'm saying? And I would say you get like what, maybe a 1.5x on the US dollar. So when you go down to the convenience store, the 7-Eleven, man, you go get a sandwich or something like that. What do sandwiches run you over in the States, bro? Ballpark. Anybody know? I've purchased sandwiches before, man, from fucking the convenience stores back home. You're talking about $4 to $5, dude. And a soggy ass, fucking nasty ass sandwich. You know what I'm saying? Here in Tokyo, man, dude, 40 cents, bro. 40, 50 cents for a sandwich, dude. Way cheaper, bro. A lot cheaper out here, man. The other day, me and this, I took this one lady out on a date, man, and we went to go have some Korean food. And dude, we ordered big. We ordered a big ass fucking meal, bro. And I was like, dude, I mean, I get more buying power here. And usually, because I do intermittent fasting, I have a big ass meal for myself, all by myself, in one sitting. And in the States, that'll easily cost me about what, fucking $65, because I only eat once a day, ballparking it. So she got her food, I got my food, and of course I covered it. And doggone kimchi and everything else and all the other fucking add-ons and stuff like that, man. Extra fucking side dishes. We couldn't finish the food. You know what I'm saying? So I went to go pay, and I don't remember what it was in yen, but it came out to like about 42 bucks. And we had a big ass meal, dude. So yeah, it's cheaper here. It's a little bit cheaper here, man, if you use the US dollar. And I told her, dude, this shit's fucking cheap. And she goes, that's not cheap. It's cheap because you're using the US dollar. I'm like, yeah, you're right. Because I'm using the USD, you know what I'm saying? Mark, any thick ones wondering mine? I haven't seen that many heavy set Japanese girls, and the ones that are heavy set aren't that really that attractive, man. You know what I'm saying? Yes, Stimmy checks. You are correct, son. You are correct, man. Dude, the ladies here are fucking attractive, bro. They're real pretty and shit, man. The boxing gyms, bro. They're dope too, man. I actually went to about 2 boxing gyms and they declined me. Yeah, they said no, we can't take you, man. We can't take you, bro. You have to live here. I don't know if they really said it that way, if they really meant it that way, or maybe like, dude, yeah, you can't be here, bro. You know what I'm saying? But then I went to one boxing gym and dude, it was beautiful. They had a bunch of winning bags, bro. Real nice ring, real polished floor, bro. It looked like, dude, it looked world class, dude. Of course, the gyms here are a little bit smaller than they are back in the States, because especially Texas, man, you got a lot of room unless you reside in New York or motherfucking or fucking Rhode Island or some shit, man, or fucking those areas. You know what I mean? But it was very, very clean, man. And I really wanted to join the gym. And the instructor there, he didn't speak any English whatsoever. So I was trying to talk to him through Grok, and we're trying to translate. And I forget, oh shit, this chick's here with me, man. My date's here with me. She can translate for me. And the guy said, no, man, we can't take you, bro. We can't take you. So then I went looking for another gym. I went to, I think it was Freedom Fitness, dude. I went out there and I was like, cool. I mean, I can't find a boxing gym because I had found another one, but I think they're going to be closed to like fucking late May. And I was like, dude, I can't wait that long. So I went over to fucking Freedom Fitness thinking that I wasn't going to find another boxing gym. And I went to Freedom Fitness and they told me, yeah, you can absolutely join, but do you have tattoos? And I'm like, yeah, he goes, you got to wear something to cover it, like a sleeve. And she goes, you can rent the sleeves that we have here. So I was like, all right, I'll rent the sleeves. And I'm like, wait a minute, I got tattoos on my back, got tattoos on my shoulder, bro. And all I brought out here was the fucking muscle shirts when I go to the gym. So I'm like, that's not gonna fly. So I asked her, where can I get long sleeve shirts? And she goes, sir, there's no long sleeve shirts right now. It's out of season. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, fuck. So I left that gym. I was disappointed. So I kept looking around, man, and I kept going onto forums, and I found this tiny boxing gym out here, man. And I went there twice. They were closed twice. And then I went there a third time, and the guy's like, yeah, absolutely. I mean, just pay in advance, man. And I did it. And they let me in, bro. They let me in, man. Fucking move build rational optics. Laugh out loud, AK round eye rejected. Yeah, man. Yeah, you stupid round eye. Exactly, bro. Exactly, man. All right, Monkey. So what do we got down the pipe? What do we got down the pipe? What do we have to cover today, man? Well, I just basically wanted to do an update stream. I don't want you guys to think that I'm away, man. Like I said, I've been grinding it out. And of course, I came out here to this Japan trip because I'm looking for a place to expat. And I'm liking Japan a lot. I'm really liking it a lot, man. I can see why Charlie loves this place. So, things we're gonna cover today, man. We're gonna cover BTC, where it's going. Fuck. Let me see if I can prep the S&P 500 for you cats as well to see where that's going. We're gonna do a quick overview on ETH, and maybe if we have some time, we'll hit up some ProveX. See how ProveX is doing. There's not a lot of data on ProveX, but nevertheless, man, it is Richard's new token, and we want to see where that's going. But before we hop into that, man, see what we got here. Really? What did they say, Toad? What did they say, man? Let's see. Let's do a couple more memes, cats. I got 2 memes. They're pretty simple. You know what I'm saying? Because one thing I'm liking about Japan, believe it or not, man, no tortas. No tortas here in Japan. For you guys that know, no, bro. So Mexicans, bro, dude, us Mexicans, we love them fucking tortas, bro. I mean, that's really not my flavor, but nevertheless, man, Mexicans love their tortas, dude. Un compa, ¿qué le parece esa morra? La que anda bailando sola, I don't know, man. Fucking tortas. I just couldn't. I can't add that flavor to my repertoire, man, or whatever you call it, to my palate. This is not my style, man. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what we got here. Let me exit out of this shit. Let's see what else we got here, man. This is interesting what Rubio said, and we'll cover that momentarily, man. But I thought this was pretty fucking funny. Here we go. I got a fucking monkey rolling with an AK-47. Dude, there's no way, bro. This fucking monkey would be able to ride this dog, bro, and handle the recoil, bro, from a fucking AK-47 and 7.62x39. No way that could fucking happen, dude. I don't believe that shit would happen, bro. Vamos a ver aquí. What do we got? New mount discovered. Got you a blood diamond fucking monkey right there, know what I'm saying? All right, cats, let's get a little bit more serious. Get my ugly face out of here. All right, looking at my Twitter, man, there's something I did want to show you, monkeys, and this is kind of scary, believe it or not, man. And this is what Rubio was saying, bro. Marco Rubio. This is from Jack the Ripper. Marco Rubio, we won't have to talk about sanctions in 5 years because there will be so many countries transacting in currencies other than the US dollar that we won't have the ability to sanction them. Digital assets will be the new financial system. Check this out, man. This is some scary shit.
Today, Brazil, in our hemisphere, largest country in the Western Hemisphere south of us.
Let's start again.
Today, Brazil, in our hemisphere, largest country in the Western Hemisphere south of us, cut a trade deal with China. They're going to, from now on, do trade in their own currencies, get right around the dollar. They're creating a secondary economy in the world, totally independent of the United States. We won't have to talk about sanctions in 5 years because there'll be so many countries transacting in currencies other than the dollar that we won't have the ability to sanction them.
So why is that scary, cats? Because that's basically showing or representing that the US dollar is losing its position in the world, man. And that's very concerning for you cats, which basically means, yeah, inflation's going up, man. I don't know and I can't predict where we'll be in 5 years, the way Rubio said. But just imagine a world where your US dollar is as strong as the Mexican peso, bro. We're officially in third world country now, man. Know what I mean? So believe it or not, yes, I went to church out here, man, and I was talking to some of the younger cats there, man, and one of them was actually a technical analyst. He didn't know that, they don't know that I got a YouTube channel and stuff like that. And I was telling both of these young guys, they were about 28, you know what I'm saying? And they're like older 20-year-olds. And I was telling them, dude, you guys need to start putting money away, start saving up $400 or $500 every check, man, or every month, put it in some assets. 20%, put it into some fucking precious metals like gold, bro. You know what I'm saying? Get a couple ounces of gold if you can. Put a little bit of dinero into fucking international fucking stocks and indexes. That wouldn't be a bad idea because if the US dollar falls, you do want to have options overseas, man. And the US stock market would end up crashing really bad if that does occur. I don't know if that's going to occur. I mean, I only do TA, guys. I can't really like fucking look into a crystal ball and look into the future. And I told him, dude, wouldn't be a bad idea, man. I know it's difficult. I know you cats are probably getting paid in yen out here. And I told him, bro, if possible, try to buy at least a quarter of a Bitcoin. Try to get a whole quarter of a Bitcoin, man. And try to buy at least 10 ETH if you can. You know what I'm saying? Diversify a little bit. And I gave him a little breakdown as to what to do. And they were single cats. And I told him, bro, you guys, I mean, you guys want to be set when the crash does come so you can end up buying some of these fucking lows. Know what I mean? And I just gave them a little bit of, I gave them a little bit of information, not financial advice. You know what I'm saying? So be aware, cats. This is a good buying well, we are at a good buying opportunity. Of course, hopefully Bitcoin falls down a little bit more. My goal is to at least acquire more ETH. I want to get at least 10 more Ethereum. I do want to get 10 more Ethereum, and I want to obtain a whole Bitcoin. You know what I'm saying? I've already got some Bitcoin, but I want to get more. And I think it's something that we should be thriving for, bro, because get those two stable assets. And I'm sure plenty of you monkeys out there, the last fucking bull run, you bought a bunch of fucking like altcoins and shit like that, and there was no altcoin season this time around. You know what I mean? So yes, the altcoins are there. I want you guys to get some ProveX. I want you guys to get some Hex, man. I want you guys to get some Pulse Chain and that PulseX. You know what I mean? Those are also very important coins, man. But you need to have a solid foundation. And again, like I told those other Christian cats at the church, man, I mentioned it to them, and look into some international stocks, bro. A little bit of precious metals. You know what I'm saying? Because if inflation keeps rallying, what's going to happen to the price of gold and silver? It's probably going to keep going up. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm not saying this is going to turn into Mad Max or anything like that, but we're pretty close to a third world war. And if nuclear warheads started flying all over the place, man, and landing all over the place, bro, you're talking about effectively a Mad Max fucking the Book of Eli type environment. And people ain't going to take your fucking crypto, man. They're not going to take your US dollars or your Canadian dollars. So the only thing you got left is what? Beans, bullets, precious metals, man. You know what I'm saying? So it's just to stabilize things, man, just in case if things go south. And I'm not saying put all your dinero into precious metals. I don't want to give you guys fucking like straight up boomer advice and shit like that. You know what I mean? But 20%, man, of your portfolio in precious metals, that's not a bad idea, cats. And I think that would be a good stable ground. So we could be at. You know what I'm saying? Boomstick, hit the like and help a brother out. He is correct. Make sure you monkeys like the video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment in the chat. And yes, you are correct, man. That is true, man. That is true. And chicks are gonna, I mean, God forbid, man. But chicks are gonna realize, man, that their HR job that they had and was pretty damn meaningless. Their secretary job that pays them $25 an hour is pretty damn meaningless, man. And the only people that get paid well are the plumbers and the electricians and people that run infrastructure and shit like that. Know what I mean? I was talking to one of my female friends at work, and she's from Mexico, and she would tell me that in the area where we work at, she's getting paid. She was getting paid a decent amount. I mean, she said when she was in Mexico, she was getting paid $1 an hour, bro. $1 for secretary work. You know what I'm saying? $1 an hour. So, and here in the United States, we've made it very comfortable for the ladies. We've made it so comfortable where we can pay them like almost a living wage or close to a living wage, bro, for working something simple like a secretary job. You know what I mean? Or something like a teacher job. Not really something that hits up like the infrastructure and shit like that. Versus in Mexico, man, or in all these other foreign countries, you lose your beauty, man. That's it. As soon as you hit 26, 27, they replace you. And for the guys, as soon as you're incapable of working hard, you're replaced. I mean, there's total ageism. Yes, ageism. They are prejudiced against people that are older, man, because they can't work as strong as the freaking 35-year-olds or the 25-year-olds or maybe even the 18-year-olds. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. It's that good point, Crypto Toad. Good point, man. You are correct about that. You know what I'm saying? All right, cats. I've been ranting for about 24 minutes. Let's get into the charts, cats. Let's see what we got, man. First up is Bitcoin. Well, you know what? Let me pull up fucking doggone the S&P 500. Let's see where we're at on the S&P. I saw Charlie reviewing my stream, dude. He did not like the fact. Well, he didn't say he didn't like the fact that I was doing the S&P 500, but I could tell that it's just so fucking boring. But nevertheless, man, it tells you exactly where the market's going if you look at the S&P, bro, and hence why I think it's something that we should be looking at, because it does seem that we're going into an Elliott wave 4 on the S&P 500, which of course is going to be a dip. You know what I'm saying? And if that does happen, man, that means the rest of the the rest of the market's going to probably dump with it. And believe it or not, the S&P 500 has been doing pretty well as of late. Vamos a ver. We got the SPX. Let me take this off. And let's put the sucker on the weekly. Now, you can see that it's been rallying, man, a little bit the past 2 weeks. And tomorrow's Monday. So what day are you guys in the States? Are you guys Sunday already? Or you're about to be Sunday? Yeah, you are Sunday. You are Sunday. That is correct. You are Sunday. So yeah, man. Tomorrow, let's see how the S&P 500 turns out. It does seem that we did go up. We made contact with this fair value gap on the weekly. But if we get an overall view as to where the market's at, you can see we did our 0 to 1 to 2, and then we ran up over here to 3. And if we zoom in a little bit, it's evident that wave 4 is due. I'm sorry, Control Z. Wave 4 is pending. And usually wave 4 is a dip, and it tends to be the most complex of all waves. And how do I know that this is for sure wave 3? Because if we look at the awesome oscillator, it's evident that this portion of the hill is higher than all the other portions, meaning that it's king. So that automatically gives it an or the position that this up here, this portion up here of the S&P 500 is actually wave 3. Unless the next wave goes up and it gets higher, and then that would be wave 3. Now, of course, cats, take my ugly face out. Let me get my ugly face back here. Of course, cats, if it does end up pumping up, usually on the awesome oscillator, it will not be higher than the wave for wave 3. And I'm talking about the AO, the thing at the bottom. I'm not talking about the fucking chart. You know what I'm saying? So it seems that we've kind of maxed out a little bit. So my question is, let me bring it up one more time. And let me get my ugly face out of here. And this is the AO. And you can see right here, cats, you can see that we're climbing up. The question is, once we hit this area of resistance here, which is the top, and it's a psychological level, once we hit that, there may be a chance we'll get rejected, and I'm expecting us possibly to come down here to about 61.86 to about 60.61. And once we do come down there, and we hit this fair value gap on the weekly, I'm expecting the rest of the crypto market to dump with it. Now, if we go even lower to this fucking gap that we have here, man, that would put us anywhere from 57.29 to about 57.61, ballparking it. Know what I mean? Know what I mean, Jelly Bean? So yeah, that's the S&P. All right, moving forward, let's see what else we got. Oh, by the way, I got the fragrance of the day, monkeys. Can't come to Japan without my fragrance of the day. You know what I'm saying? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? One of my favorites, bro. Let's go with a daytime fucking fragrance. Daytime fragrance of the day, man, is Dolce Gabbana. You can't see it. There it is. Dolce Gabbana. Light blue. Italian love, man. Straight up fucking grapefruit. Smells beautiful. And I've gotten 2 compliments from 2 Japanese girls. Aside from the chick that I went out on a date with, you know what I'm saying? 2 compliments on this bad boy, bro. Highly recommend it. But it is discontinued, unfortunately. I'm right here in front of myself. You know what I mean? And it lasts a long time. I love this fragrance, man. I love this fragrance. And of course, since I'm working out here, you got to have your motherfucking crypto gummies. You know what I'm saying? Or your creatine gummies. These are awesome. Love these bad boys. These are probably my favorite creatine gummies, man. I gotten really good results with this one, bro. If you guys want to see it, there you go. Apologize about that. Put it in front of my shirt. Creatine gummies. All right. Moving forward, monkeys. Vamos a ver qué tenemos. Share screen. Let's go over to BTC, man. I want that BTC. Is this on the daily? Is este? What's este? This is FTM new analysis. No, not that one. ¿Dónde chinga lo tengo? Let's see, FTM. No, homie, it's not what I want. Let's go over here. I apologize about this, monkeys. Let me get you the paper trades ones. I'm looking at this correctly. Bear with me. Boom. And this sucker is on the daily. Aquí estamos. Put this bad boy on the daily. Órale. Here we go. Now I got it right. BTC. Paper trades. Share. All right, cats. This is BTC on the daily. And I know you see a bunch of fucking lines and shit like that. Let me get my ugly face out of here, man. So you guys don't see my ugly freaking face. You can see the entire full portion of the chart because I ain't working from my desktop right now. So, as stated, we got the 0 here, the 1 down here. We came up to 2, and it seems like 3 is already in, cats. 3 is already in, and it looks like we're currently going into wave 4. Now, this is an inverse Elliott wave. And why is that important? Because we're still pending wave 5. And this blue line you see here, that's supposed to represent ballpark the 200-week moving average. And I am expecting for us to go below that. Now, currently where we're at right now, where are we at? We are at about day 64 of the conventional 80-day cycle. I think Charlie still calls it the 60-day cycle, even though it's been consistently doing 80 days. You know what I'm saying? And the low portion of this chart has us at about 59,951. You know what I mean? So we could possibly come down here to about 61.93. We won't compromise this area, but it will be, that will be the 80-day cycle. We could push all the way out, and I think we may end up pushing all the way out, dude. All the way up to April 26th or April 27th. And that'll put us exactly at about 80 days, ballparking it, give or take, man. 80 days, más o menos. And that will probably fucking have us finish this 80-day cycle before we finish a new one. Now, one of the things I did want to talk about this, cats. You see that we're in wave 4. Usually wave 4 tends to be the most complex, and I've seen wave 4s last for a long ass time. So it would not surprise me if we end up coming down, come back up, maybe make a new recent high on the new cycle. Of course, I'm talking about a new cycle. Come back down and continue this way for a while. Know what I mean? Because wave 4s can be stupid like that. Before we come crashing down, boom, and we get to wave numero 5. Know what I mean? Wave 4s tend to be the most complex. And not only that, monkeys, not only that, check this out. Let me get this fucking ugly ass drawing here. And you can see ¿qué tenemos aquí? And look, that looks like a straight up bear flag. Let me see if I can paint this white so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. Because I know you got truckers out there like Tex-Mex and stuff like that, or Fit Trucker, that are always on the road. That is looking like a straight up bear flag, and that could possibly get us to the end of wave 5. Know what I mean? And then we could start the reversing process of moving to the upside. Now, again, being redundant, cats, areas we could go down to. Areas we could go down to below the 200-week moving average. Let me show you a different chart for that. Show you a different chart for that. And this is the weekly chart on BTC. You see this white line right here? This is supposed to represent the 200-week moving average. And I'm expecting for us to go below it. And that's at about 59,000, give or take, ballparking it. Last time we went below the 50-week moving average, or the 200-week moving average, from the area that we crossed down, if we take our measuring tool from here to here, you're talking about ballparking about, what, 32%, más o menos? We could go to the bottom side. Now, will it be more than that? Will it be less than that? I would say it'll probably be less. So let's go ahead and guesstimate. And this is not financial advice, cats. So if we go 15% below the 200-week moving average, you're talking about maybe Bitcoin going down to 51,000, ballparking it. You know what I mean? So I'm sure you cats remember, for the guys that like to visit my stream, once we do cross this 200-week moving average, I intend to drop about 25% of my dry powder into BTC, ballparking it. That's what I intend to do. And as we're fucking below it, yeah, fucking below it, right? Let's see. And while we're below it, let me get my ugly face out of here. Where the fuck's my ugly face at? I hate it when it does this shit. And when it goes below that, let's say this is a 200-week moving average right there. I intend to buy as it continues going down. And this is where I'm probably going to deploy 50% of my dry powder. And then once 50% of my dry powder is consumed, I'm going to wait for it to break past the 200-week moving average, and I intend to buy the last 25% for my BTC. You know what I'm saying? So it'll roughly look a little bit like that, give or take. That is my strategy. That's what I want to do, cats. So I can capitalize on getting fucking good prices on BTC. Again, the goal is to try to get one full Bitcoin and try to acquire another 10 ETH. If you guys can, I understand you cats, some of you younger guys, man, in the chat, bro, aren't making as much bank as I am because, I mean, I've been in the workforce longer. You know what I'm saying? 25%. Try to get 25% of a BTC if possible. You know what I mean? Try to get that squared away, man, and then try to get a little bit more ETH. Of course, Solana is also on the back burner. You want to get some Solana as well, man, but you want to establish that foundation of your portfolio. But this time around, I'm probably going to go a little bit more conservative. I want the value of my BTC or the amount of BTC that I buy to be higher than the ETH that I buy. Once I got that established, then I can go look at getting whichever altcoins that I want and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Waiting for Fragrance Not Dead to start sponsoring the channel. I don't think they'll want to, man, with all my guns in the back. I have to live here in Tokyo where I can't have firearms in order for me to do that, bro. Dude, and you probably can't even have fucking like swords or nunchucks or shit like that either, you know what I'm saying? But that would be pretty damn corny if I get a bunch of fucking swords and fucking nunchucks in the back. That's really not my style, dude. You know what I mean? My buddy's like, yeah, get a bunch of machetes. You're Mexican. A bunch of machetes and shit. um, for your information, Exodus wallet can stake Sol at 6%. Awesome, bro. I might have to do that. Thank you for that data, bro. Let's share that one more time. Shout out to Moonpill Rational Optics. If you guys want to stake your Sol, man, that's a good place to do it. I would do it in separate wallets, though. I would do it in 2-3 different wallets from Exodus, just to be on the safe side. That way it's not all centralized. You know what I'm saying? All right, what else we got? Man? Oh, FOMC watch tool. Check this out. Dude, shit is not looking good, man, at all for fucking rate cuts inbound, dude. At all, homies. Let's go over here on the Stamos. December 20. Let's go here. The next FOMC meeting is going to be on the 29th of this month. There's a 97% chance we're not going to get a rate cut, bro. And that's, of course, because of the CPI inflation that's going on with the markets, if anything like that. I do know we were at about 2.4% in February, bro, and then we did a fucking major increase of almost a whole fucking point, bro, to 3.3 in March because of the ongoing fucking conflict in the Middle East. You know what I mean? So this is what it looks like for fucking April. And then the next one after that is June. By this time, fucking not Gary Gensler. What the fuck's his name? I'm tired right now, cats. It's already 10 in the evening. What's his name, bro? The current Fed chair, Jerome Powell. By this time, he should be replaced by the new guy. Let's see if they'll cut rates and shit like that. And then even if you, and it's still not getting cut, bro, in June. That's with the new fucking doggone Fed chair. July 29th. Again, no rate cuts, man. No rate cuts whatsoever. At least not on the FOMC watch tool. And of course, all this data is subject to change. September. También, bro. Same thing, bro. Nothing's gonna change, bro. October, same thing. And then December, homie. Still nothing. Let's check into January. Of course, this is already doing a Hail Mary and shit like that. Let's see. Yeah, bro. In January, same thing, man. It doesn't seem like they want to cut rates at all, bro. At least not for now. You know what I'm saying? Oh, wow, bro. This is some good shit. Unlock is only 3 days. for fucking Exodus wallet on Solana. Shout out to you, man. Thanks for that data, bro. I might have to do that shit. You know what I'm saying? All right, gotta go. What else we got down the pipe, man? Vamos a ver. Share screen. Let's go over to ETH. See how ETH is doing. Now, ETH looks very similar to the way Bitcoin's moving. You got a giant fucking bear flag that's fucking forming. Bear flag from fucking hell. Look at this shit. Look at that. Look at that bear flag, man. Right there. That is wild, son. So I'm expecting ETH to dip a little bit more. Areas where I do want to buy ETH at. I do have some fair value gaps here. I have some on the weekly. I will likely start DCAing once we get in between these two, man. You've got two fair value gaps and they're overlapping each other, bro. And that's anywhere from 1719 to about 1660 ballpark in it. You know what I'm saying? And then if things get really bearish, now I'm hoping they do, it could come down here to about 1293 to about 1505. If we get down to 1293, bro, dude, if I need to, bro, and I don't have the fucking dry powder, bro, I will fucking get a loan from the bank, man. Not financial advice, cats. Not financial advice. Do not do what Boogie does to get fucking Ethereum at that of a price, a total of 10 ETH. And dude, shit should be golden. You know what I'm saying? So, food for thought. That's what ETH is looking like right now. Let's go over to ProveX. Let's see what ProveX is doing. I haven't really checked the chart on ProveX for you cats, or I haven't done one live for you cats as far as PRVX is going. ProveX on the other hand, man, you can see that on the daily, bro, we had a significant freaking pump here, bro, from initial launch all the way to the top side. It came up over here to about what, 3 zeros and a 1400, give or take. And then we dove all the way down to about 4 zeros and a 5.6. Currently, we're at about 4 zeros and an 8.3. I do intend to buy this one up. I may start DCAing once we go past fucking the 4 zeros and a 5.586. And that would be in this general area down here, monkeys. Right there. That is the area that I would probably get my shit at, man. You know what I'm saying? So, as far as the crypto aspect goes, that's pretty much it, cats. That pretty much covers everything that I want to show you guys for crypto for the time being. What's new? Dude, I've gotten on peptides. Shout out to DCC for that, man. Fucking, I've been doing my research. And of course, I am not a doctor or anything of that nature, bro. But which peptides am I on? And mind you, I can't be on them here in Japan for the reason being that it's really gray market over here, like it is in the United States, and I didn't want to risk it coming over here. You know what I'm saying? It's probably not illegal to bring them over, but I just didn't want to do it. And the thing is, my vials that I was bringing over, they were already constituted, so that means they were already in liquid form. They weren't lyophilized or they weren't in powder form yet. And last thing I would want is fucking customs opening up my bag, fucking finding lyophilized fucking vials with a bunch of powder in there, and then backwater and fucking syringes and shit like that. I wouldn't want that type of fucking heat from Japanese law enforcement. You know what I'm saying? And if I did bring them over here already fucking and since they're already constituted, they're already in liquid form, I would have to have I have this giant tube, and it's got like a little cooling pack that keeps your peptides cool for about 18 hours. You know what I'm saying? I'd have to bring that over, bro. And I'm sure the fucking cameras or the x-ray machines would be like, dude, what the fuck is that? Why is it so cold? Why is it giving me no heat signatures and shit like that? So I didn't really want to fucking garner anybody's attention. You know what I mean? Which peptides am I on? I am on GHKCU. Dude, that one's done amazing work for my fucking skin, bro. I mean, not trying to toot my own horn here, bro, but I got nice skin, bro. No homo. I got nice skin, bro. And it also helps repair, bro, a little bit of if you got wounds, it helps with that. And it does a little bit of, what do you call that shit? I think they say androgenesis or something like that. It repairs a little bit of the blood vessels. So if you're injured, it repairs them a little bit, but it's not as potent as the Wolverine stack, which is BP 157 and the TB 500. The reason I decided not to get on the Wolverine stack in theory, cats, this hasn't been proven in humans yet. In theory, if you're fixing your blood vessels and you already do have a tumor, in theory, one would assume that you could end up getting more growth on that tumor. And of course, I'm not saying I have anything like that, but I decided, nah, you know what, man, let me wait a little bit more research in that one before I hop on the Wolverine stack, bro. Even though my freaking tennis elbow is fucking killing me, I'm dying to get on it. There's an interesting one that I really like, and it's called Klow, Klow. Let me see if I can pull it up, cats. Klow. Vamos a ver, vamos a ver. Ay, capa. Vamos a ver. Let's see if I can find one. I don't know if I'll get in trouble if I show you, cats, but it's called KLOW. And I don't really want this fucking stream to be banned as it is, man. I'm already fucking getting fucking copyright strikes for the music that I'm playing, but I don't give a shit. I'm under fucking 500 subscribers, so make sure you monkeys like the video. Klow consists of GHKCU, which is the copper peptide that I talked to you guys about. It's got that one. And it helps with your skin with your skin looking better, and it helps a lot with fucking wounds and some minor injuries. I did notice that when I'm on GHKCU and I stretch, usually for the most part, nobody really wants to stretch at the gym after you're done, dude, because you want to go do other things, you want to take care of other shit, dude. You get this zen-like feeling, bro, when you're on it and you're starting to stretch. You feel like, you feel like really relaxed, bro. So I really like that about GHKCU. And then this Klow blend, it's got another one called KPV. And KPV, what it is, it's great for your gut health. So for us Mexicans especially, I know I got a lot of Latinos and a lot of white boys that like eating spicy shit in my chat. That's great for your stomach, bro. And of course, if you fix your gut health, everything else improves. Now, the thing about GHKCU and KPV, from what I heard, mind you, I'm not a doctor. This is the data that I'm getting from peptide research people, man. They're saying that both of those compounds, they tend to fix damaged cells, which is good, which can be a cancer preventative. Mind you, I don't know. I'm not financial, not medical advice, is again being redundant. And then it's also stacked with the Wolverine stack, which is TB500 and BP157. That stack sounds amazing, dude. But again, as stated, I'm a little bit skeptical about taking the Wolverine stack. The other one that I'm on is Retta True Tide. Yeah, I'm on that one, but I'm doing a real small dose. You know what I'm saying, and I'm noticing results in the gym, bro, because I'm pretty lean as it is, and I'm noticing that I'm getting a little bit leaner. You can see more formation in my six pack and shit like that. And I noticed that with this, I can now I have to eat carbs because you monkeys know I like doing keto. So those are the two peptides that I'm on. The one that I want to try out is C-Max and Selank as a nootropic one. That one sounds dope. I want to do that one. Shout out to DCC. He got me on all this peptide shit. But I just don't straight up fucking just like inject, bro. I go do my research. Hey, what's cancer preventative? What is not cancer preventative? And that's the shit that I'm checking out. Unfortunately, I couldn't bring it here to Japan, and that sucks. You know what I'm saying? We got Moonpill Rational Optics. One of my plans is to buy a good bit of SOL this year and stake it for the next bull run. Man, not a bad idea, bro. Not a bad idea at all, dude. That's actually not a bad idea. I do intend to buy SOL. I have to start making plans as to how much SOL I do want to buy. You know what I'm saying? I know how much ETH I want to buy. I know how much fucking Bitcoin I want to buy. I need to start making plans for my hex. How much more hex do I want to buy? How much more ProveX do I want to buy? How much more PulseX do I want to buy? How much SOL do I want to buy? You know what I'm saying? And then, of course, the other ones that DCC loves, Tau, and what's the other one? BitTensor. Those sound really good. I got to do a little bit more research into those, man. I know Twinkie's been on fire with those, man. Twinkie's been busy as of late. So that's why I haven't been able to stream with him, and I don't blame the cat, man. Dude's been trying to grind it out too, man. Trying to get those bottoms on the fucking on this bear run. You know what I'm saying? All right, monkeys, that pretty much covers it, man. Thanks for being on the stream. I will be back again live from fucking Tokyo, and for another Tokyo Satoshi stream, and it's gonna be fucking fires. Make sure you monkeys like this video. Make sure you monkeys subscribe to the channel, man. I'm trying to drop data for you cats. Even though I'm out here, I'm on somewhat vacation slash reconnaissance of the country that I possibly want to expat out to. You know what I'm saying? So make sure you monkeys do that, and I will catch you cats on the flip side.